Welcome to day 7 and 8 of the China trip! We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm kind of getting as bored of this as you are. I'm still really excited about it, but just like, we just sang it all out. It's kind of like, so, day 7 was the day we went. Day 7 is kind of short. So day 7 is the day we left Xi'an and went for Shanghai. Our flight was at 8. We had to be at the airport by 7, meaning we had a 5:45 departure time and a 4:30 wake-up call. Oh, my group was so tired that my roommates, we got to Shanghai and we all just like died. Oh, it's great. So spent 2 hours on the flight, chilling, relaxing, wanting to, reading and whatever. And then we got off the plane, walked to Shanghai airport. Well, we didn't get off the plane and walk to the airport. We got off the plane or bus to the terminal and then walked to the airport. And we spent 45 minutes waiting for my luggage and somebody else's luggage, who's also from our group, were the last 2 luggages to get off the plane, okay? And there's nothing more terrifying in the world than standing at the luggage delivery, waiting for your bag to come, and not knowing if there's any more that are going to be coming. Yeah, well, because everyone else is getting theirs. Because there was, we spent 45 minutes waiting. So the first, 5-10 minutes, there was, 4 luggages going around. Then they brought another one, so then there was 5 going around. And for the first, 10 minutes after that, there were still 5 luggages. Then they brought out, 6 or 7 of them. And then all of a sudden, all of them were out there. And within 5 minutes, everyone had their baggage, and they spent another 20 minutes waiting for me and my bag. It was great. Hey, but I didn't lose it, so that's good. Yeah. And then we got KFC on the bus that day. I mean, we all got chicken burgers, yay, and fries, yay. I mean, I go to China not to eat American food, so it was kind of but you know. My laptop's on my lap today. Actually, it's on the table, so that's kind of why it looks wobbly. Anyway, so after the the KFC and the bus ride, we went to go see Johnson Controls, where they make batteries. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to take pictures or videos, so I have absolutely no pictures from that time, except for the shot of the Johnson Controls. Yeah, that's kind of why my picture count was down. My goal was to take 100 pictures a day, and then that was everything we did that day because it was a 3-hour bus ride from the airport to Johnson Controls, where we spent an hour. Then we left. It was around 4:30. We got back to Shanghai. It was around 3.5 hours because of the stop and go traffic. Yeah, the 3-hour bus ride. The weather was great. Absolutely great. Oh yeah. Yeah, we spent the last half hour playing the country game, trying to get countries that were starting with A. I mean, they're not only countries though. We had to include cities in the end because we just, used all the countries that started up with the letter A. We did use Azerbaijan, Australia. We had to include continents so we could get Asia out and Africa and Antarctica. Then we were using things like Aden and Aurora and Amherst. We got through a lot of them. Abu Dhabi was used. Anything else that could have been used on top of my head. It's not coming to me, so I'm gonna move on. And then afterwards, the whole bus wanted to play, and of course, we couldn't not say no. And then it was movies and TV shows. I don't know. Torchwood was mine. And then we got to there, and I was like, okay. And then afterwards, nobody wanted to play, so I'm whatever. There is this really cool song that you need. That I showed to one of my friends who was on the thing, one of my roommates, not one of my friends. Why is this camera looking like this? And it's called "The Bus Is Late" by Satellite High. And the first time I listened to it, I was sitting there what is this? And now the second time, I'm waiting for the bus in the rain, and now I'm just I'm waiting for the bus. Took a picture of another bus. The bus is late. Yo, what? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose if you really wanted me to rap them out, I could, but I won't because I'm not really trying to. So I showed it to him, and his face was great. And then the hotel we were in Shanghai was the Holiday Inn Express. I don't have any pictures from that one. At that point, we were like, whatever. Who needs pictures? And oh, okay. So the way the bathroom worked. Okay, so we get in. It was like a little corridor, and then the room opened, kind of like around, opened up, and then there was the two beds and the cot by the window. Like there was no space between the cot and the window. It was that tight. And the desk took up the other side of the bed. And the way the shower worked was that round thing that I was mentioning. It opened upward. That's where your shower was. And the door to the bathroom was also the door to the shower. So we were like, what? We were confused. I used it as a door to the shower, and then someone wanted to come in, so they had to open it. We tell you when you're in the shower and someone's opening the shower door, it's not a good feeling. So the quote of that day is, I didn't realize I was such a show, said Jessica, because we were mocking her silhouette dance that she was doing in the shower. And that was pretty good. We had a blast with that one. Day 8. What a day. So long ago. It was Sunday. Last Sunday. In China. Wow. No, last Saturday in China. Sorry, last Saturday in China. That was 2 Saturdays ago. I feel really sad now. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's how it went down. We went for an hour ride in to another factory. Now, okay, I know you're like, what is with these factories back to back? First of all, I'm going to tell you this was a business trip. Meaning that there was bound to be some sort of business, like, requirements. Like, you know, a factory. Or 2, or 3. We did 3 actual factories. No. 2 actual factories, 1 chamber of commerce, 2 other kind of factories, and Ocean Park meeting, which I'll get to on day 12. So, sorry, the cat is shedding fur beside me. So, machinery factory this time. They get there and they give us second breakfast. I was like, okay. And we got these like rice burgers and it was like interesting dough-looking egg thing. I mean, I ate it, and we had really good soy milk. I don't know, the soy milk was so good there. I'm not a big fan of tofu, but that soy milk was good. But I don't know, we kind of like, whatever. And then they're giving kind of like the tour, and we had a presentation, and they're like, "Yo, here's Soon True. We're so cool." And they ranted on. They didn't really rant on. They gave us like a marketing presentation about if we were investors in a company, why we should invest in them, you know, that kind of presentation, not the, oh, look, guys, it's 14-year-old kids. I don't think they'll really care about the fact that, you know, Soon True is the world leader in experts or something. Yeah, world leader in machinery, sorry. And then afterwards we went to, another factory to see how they were making other machines. It's the same part, like different branches. And I know you're like, what? Shanghai? What? Why thing? But Shanghai is actually the factory capital. Like, you go there to make factory stuff. So, that's when we were in Shanghai with all these factories. That's the only reason I can say. And then after the, I stay down. I don't know why the hell I stay down. Then after the other factory, we went for lunch. Yeah, that was the seafood. Lots of seafood. We were literally in a seafood restaurant. When I walked in there and saw all the fish, I was like, damn. I mean, I'm not a big fan of seafood, but I mean, I'll eat it, right? And they give us this fish with the eye, I mean, I'm good with food, but when it's looking at me, even if it's for this shrimp eyes, no. Small fish with eyes, no. Big fish with eyes that you can cut pieces of fish out. Yeah, no, I won't do that either. I did do jellyfish though in Hong Kong. Don't ask. Do not ask. Then afterwards, after lunch, we went to the Children's Palace. Now, let me give you a brief history about what the Children's Palace actually is. It's a Saturday school. You have to audition. It's like they teach you anything: calligraphy, art, music, you name it. They teach it there, and it's people. They're amazing there. Like the training they get, it's insane. But you have to audition as a student, and then if you get accepted, your parents pay so that you can go to this extra school and get, like, you know, extra education even for it. Even if you don't want to go into the arts, and most parents don't want their kids to go into the arts, but they want just so that you can become well-rounded. Oh my gosh, you should be. I was looking at some of what the like 6-year-olds are drawing, and I'm like, if I could, if our arts class students can't even draw half as good as them, and they're 6, and our art students are between 14 and 18 years of age. And what? Like what? Like what? So that was pretty incredible to see. We got to see a couple of dance practices, because I mean students were practicing for, you know, the dances and showing what they learned. Yeah, I remember taking dance, and yeah, we were not that in sync. The only person who was only ever in sync, I'm not actually bragging here, but me, I was the one majority of the time, and then I moved to a different class, and then I was with another Asian girl who was always constantly on beat. The two of us were always the best, and it was good. I mean, when you're the best at the top of the class, was kind of like a side note, but when you're top of the class, everyone follows you. So you're not really that challenged to become better. So it was great that I was in the other class, and I was actually challenged to, you know, do better and increase my ability that I had. Because it's like there was somebody who was better than me, and it was like, okay, well now I have to be better than her, or at least on her level. So I would be following her feet, not that she'd be following mine, so that I would be at the same level as her, you know? Kind of like that. But anyway, but it was interesting to see how everyone had their eyes forward. No one was looking down at the people who were really good. Everyone was forward, eyes straight, arms proper, you know? Just like they were doing an actual performance when they were just doing a rehearsal. So it was like pretty cool to see that. And then we got to hear some of the choirs, and they have voices like angels, and it's absolutely beautiful how they sing. And I was just like, ah, it was nice. Then we went down to the Bund River to look at the tower, and we did a couple of wild things there, like take a bunch of random selfies, and we did a group shot, and I don't know, people were still taking crazy pictures of us. Like, we would be doing a group shot, and all of a sudden you would see this like massive group of Asian people that would just come and take pictures of us, and we'd be like, why do you want pictures of people you don't even know? But okay. Like, we were in Tiananmen Square back in Beijing, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but this girl comes up, and her parents are like, go, go! Like, you know, the universal hand gesture, which is like, maybe way too close to the camera, but it's kind of like, or, you know, just, you know, the symbolizing go, the small little shuffling of the hand. So she goes up to us, and there's a bunch of us kind of standing around, and then the mother comes up with her and takes my hand and puts the kid's hand in mine and goes, picture! And we're like, okay. So, of course, all of us gave our cameras to them because we might as well get a picture out of it, right? The kid was so cute. She looked so lost. She didn't know why she was getting a picture with us. But, hey, they can say they got pictures with tourists, but whatever. But, like, when we were on the Bund River, and just, it was so peaceful to be there because we were there around 4:30. Really, it was around 4:30. And just looking out over it, it was so calm. And there was a ship carrying ships that sailed past. Like, it's shipception. Whoa! And yeah, that's the tower is absolutely beautiful. The Shanghai Tower. I don't know if it's actually called that. Like, you know, the one, the purpley one. Yeah, that one. The one on the far left. that you saw. Yeah, so after the tower, we got 45 minutes to like wander around the area for a 45-minute break. We went down under the subway, crossed under the street, went like that. And then my roommates and I kind of sat down and just talked. Took one really great picture of one of my roommates on the Bund River, and I had that picture, and I ended up zooming in on her really attractive face. Yeah, like that, and the three of us, every time we looked at it, the three of us started dying laughing, and it was just the funniest thing. I don't know why it was so funny for us, but we found it super hilarious. Afterwards, we went for dinner to a hotel. Upstairs, it was a C-rated hotel. Yeah. Pretty much the only thing I ate there was oranges, because I was like, I tried everything, right? But like, I'm like, oh, I don't like that, don't like that, don't like that. Yeah, I could eat that. We had noodles there, so I ate the noodles, but the noodles weren't like great. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm like now known as the noodle eater from what happened in Hong Kong. Yeah. What happened in Hong Kong? Then we went back to the hotel, and that's really all that happened, like, that day. My roommates and I ended up talking again. We did a lot of talking. The quote of the day for day 8 is, "It's like your nipples are homing devices for their eyes," said my roommate. Yeah. Yeah. We had really awkward conversations. So that's China Day 7 and 8. I have to do a bit of ranting about my own days here now. I'm going to play the oboe for pit band because it turns out that, hey, we need an oboe player, and I'm the only clarinet player that was there this first pit band practice. What a bunch of slacking clarinets. They decided not to even show up. And then they're like, surprised, but whatever. This girl, I can't stand her, but this girl in pit band, this girl in pit band, she was only playing the oboe, and all I hear is her talking to the other flutist, because she's a flutist, and she's like, why is she playing oboe? And I'm like, bitch, please, okay, just don't even. I never did anything to you to make you hate me as much as you currently hate me. So I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, get your head screwed off or go get it checked or something, because you are just a total bitch. Like, I hate people like her. Actually, I just hate her, but that's okay. That's about it. So 20-minute video. I'm back to my normal length about China's. So yeah. Have a good weekend. Whatever's left.